Friday, friends. It is Friday. It is about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I've literally been working on stuff since about 12 o'clock, I think is when I came in to the studio to get started. And so working on a couple of things. I was making some art prints for my Happy Mail for my Sandcapper Rewards membership subscribers. And so that was really exciting. And part of it feels like so uncreative for me. Like I feel like I feel like I have these ideas in my head, like, oh, but then like it's harder to actually like bring them to fruition on the computer. I don't know. I really don't know how to explain it. I ordered some Dutch Bros today, a super treat for myself, so excited. So for those of you that are not aware, I just recently moved to Vegas, my family and I, and so here in Las Vegas they have a coffee shop called Dutch Bros. I know there's some in other places as well, like other states, but there's one like literally like right around the corner from my house, and so I finally went there the other day and I was like, what? I do like coffee, and I like my coffee kind of strong, but I also like it sweet, and so whatever I had from there was really super duper good, better than Starbucks, and so hence my Dutch Bros treat today. Anywho, I'm doing the last little bit of rework. So I had a lot of restring orders to do, and it's taken me a really long time. So I first of all just want to say thank you to those of you that have still been waiting on restrings. Like, you guys are literally amazing. Trying to get all of these done in the midst of other orders and life has been a process. So recently I announced that I was not going to be doing restrings anymore, mainly because I moved, and so it was obviously going to be harder for like my California based customers to bring me their beads and then come back and pick them up and have them tied. Like, at this point it becomes a service where we're literally sending things through the mail. So but I do have some customers who, you know, they have beads that maybe have broken, or beads that they really, really love that they've grown out of, that, you know, obviously have gotten too big for them and don't fit anymore. And so I made an announcement that I wasn't going to be doing restrings after a certain date, and that if anybody had restrings that they needed and that they wanted done within this window, to, you know, let me know and send them to me. And it was really interesting, the response that I got back. I mean, I'm talking beads that people still had intact, but they just wanted to know if I can like remove some and redo it. Some that people wanted me, you know, they popped a long time ago, but now that I'm not going to be able to ever restring them, like, you know, can they just get it done? Sometimes what I will say is you have to just evaluate the energy of the bead and really just all of it. So I always feel like anytime a waist bead pops, anytime your strings break, which it happens, guys, so you'll have some beads that might stay on your body for years and years and years, and you may have some strings that get on your body and they just don't last. And it has nothing to do with the type of string that was used. It has nothing to do with the type of bead or closure or anything like that. Sometimes shit just happens to your beads, and it's always an opportunity. And here, evaluate, right? That we introspect, that we take a look inside, that if you're using your waist beads as a mindfulness tool, as something that is helping you to achieve a goal or an intention, or that is being a reminder of something that you have intended, something that you have consciously decided, then at this point we want to kind of observe the breakage a little bit, or at least use it as an opportunity to say, what happened here? You know, was I overeating? Had I, you know, had too much going on? Was there weight gain here, right? And then the potential of the weight gain, was it stress related? Is this, you know, an emotional thing? Is this, you know, was I just doing something and bent down the wrong way? You know, was I, you know, in the heat of the moment and some things happened? Where were you? What was going on when your string broke? And then from there, another thing that I always ask, just like a client to examine, especially when she brings me a restring, is just what what are you feeling now? Like when you first got the bead tied, when you received it, when you intended it, right? When you bought it, when we gave it meaning, right? When we gave it life based on the colors and just the energy that was going on. When we did that, what was the intention that you set? And then how have you been acting in accordance, right? How have you been walking your walk? What have you been doing to help bring about and manifest the intention? And are you really in a space where you are working toward the intention? Sometimes we come in and we get beads and we say some things because it sounds good, and then you go home and you really are not in a place to be doing, anything. And I will use an example with weight, but because I do see a lot of clients that come in regarding beads for helping them to manage their weight. And what happens is you go home and there's no lifestyle change. The beads alone aren't going to do it, right? Like nothing alone is going to do it, but everything with this joint, collective, group, powerful energy, right? Which is pretty much you, your beads, and God, source energy, right? Your power, the power of your spirit. But anyways, we're not doing anything about it, right? You ate the cake, you ate the ice cream, you didn't do the fast, you didn't go on the walks or whatever it is. And so sometimes it's like it's not interesting. It's no surprise when a certain bead breaks. All of that to say, sometimes it's best to reevaluate the intention, reevaluate the string itself, why you got it, and if that intention is still actually relevant to you. Because what you'll find in this process sometimes, especially in this process of identifying our intentions and starting to get very specific about what we want, you may be 2 weeks down the line, you could be 2 months down the line, you could be 2 years down the line and realize, wow, when I got this particular bead, I was in this space and this was my intention. But, if I'm being really honest, that's not the space that I'm in anymore. That's not the place that I'm in anymore. Like I've evolved past that, or, you might be somewhere different. And I think that is the biggest determining factor on whether or not you should have a string restrung that you've already worn on you, and to not. And sometimes it's better to just not go with a restring. And then sometimes it's necessary to continue that journey, but sometimes the course is redirected. And waist beads, I like to say, is a lifestyle practice. We wear waist beads. It is a lifestyle thing. Usually once you get in them, once you start adding to your collection, and once you start really seeing how waist beads benefit your own individual life, because it's different for everybody that wears them. Something that you're constantly growing in or constantly familiarizing yourself with. What happens when you are practicing, and you're perfecting yourself and refining your personal way of wearing adornments and things. So in essence, the fact that it is a practice, it is something that I think that we are constantly investing our energy into, almost just like food. Food is our necessity, right? We're always spending our money on some type of a food, so from the time the food is gone or whatever. So it's like if a waist bead breaks, then we reevaluate and we get another one, and we keep on trucking with the journey. So just be mindful of that if you're having strings that are breaking. And yeah, I am going to get busy on these restrings. So it's probably like really weird, and while I feel like there is a lot of really like cute elements and touches to this room that I'm in, like I keep wanting to move stuff around. It's like I'm not satisfied yet with the space that I'm working in, and I feel like it's like fucking up my ebb and flow. Y'all, I don't know. I feel like that's probably the most ridiculous thing. Like, it shouldn't even be this serious. Like, but my surroundings, like, they matter so much to like how I'm producing, and I just haven't quite found a spot in this house yet that I'm like, that spot is my jam. That's where I go every day to make my beads. That's where I go to feel creative. It's like, that hasn't happened yet. I don't have that space yet, and maybe I'm like itching so bad like to just have that. So every time I come up here and I start getting to work, and then I start looking around at how I can like make something more efficient for myself, and it turns into like a whole project of me moving everything around instead of getting my shit done. And this sounds like procrastination, and procrastination is the freaking enemy. So let me stop procrastinating. But I really do need to figure out like exactly how I want everything. Like honestly, the way it does feel in here, like I do need the energy flowing, and I need it feeling good, and a part of that means I need it looking good. So I'm not gonna harp on it too much right now, but I just like turned my little desk around, and then I turned it back, and it's not even a desk, it's like a makeshift. Anyways, needless to say, I'm gonna try to figure this out first, and then I'm gonna get back to work. I'm standing in the middle of like a construction zone right now. My really good friends just moved. Congratulations. They just got a brand new house. Well, it's not brand new. And they just ripped off all the popcorn ceiling. So this is gonna be like a whole reno project for them, which I'm so excited about. And I'm like, why aren't you recording this and vlogging this and doing all the things? So you know what? I'm here to do all the things. Happy Saturday, happy weekend. So let me show you guys around. This is like really crazy. So Hubs is here. He's looking at their ducts right now, checking all the runs and stuff. He was gonna do a cleaning, but some of the ducting is really old and needs to be replaced. So he's just checking that out so he can give them an estimate. And then I'll show you what they're doing in here. So the guys are outside. So they have this nice pool, and then that's her husband, Kevin. And then of course that's Hubs. And so I don't know what they're talking about, but he was here with his little thing looking up into the ducting. And so they've gotten down all of the popcorn ceiling in the living room and everywhere. I'm not gonna show you like all through their house because I don't really think that anybody's seen it yet, so I don't want to give too much of it away, but this is like all the gunky popcorn disgust. And that's more. And yeah, like all of this is more. So peep game, okay, at the carpet, the floor, all of this, because one of these days I'm gonna come back and show you guys this room, and it's not even gonna be the same. But I feel like the house is like from the 70s, and I low-key feel like the people that lived here did nothing different to the house since the 70s. Alrighty, we're back home, but we're like literally heading back out. So we finished up at my friend's house, but we need something to do. Headed off to Fremont. We are in the car, and we're headed off to Freemont Street this evening to go take a little walk. It's Saturday, so I'm like, let's go for a little walk. Let's get outside, get some fresh air. So we're just going out early. We'll probably grab some dinner and then head home. So we finished helping my friends at their house. They have so much work to do, but I can't wait. It's gonna be so nice when they're done. So I'm so happy for them. And they have so much rosemary, it's ridiculous. I'm like, you guys have all these herbs. I'm ready to like open a freaking apothecary, okay? Like I'm totally about to make some new bath salts. Like I love doing the Epsom salt bath salts, and I like to put like fresh herbs or like citrus peels and stuff in them. They have rosemary galore. They have huge eucalyptus trees, so all I'm thinking is like some eucalyptus bath salt or like some rosemary citrus bath salt. Like it's about to be popping. Anyway, so but yeah, yeah. legitimately freaked out. When I say freaked out, like he's literally acting crazy. Like the fire is ready to jump off the ant and attack him. It's a tree house.
Good night. I'm a pretty unicorn. And I'm a handsome ninja.
Alrighty, so I just got to Walmart, so I came to a different one finally. So as we're exploring Las Vegas, for starters, there's Walmarts all over the place, but everything is broken up here into like little, I guess, like subdivisions, if you will, of like the different areas of the city. So for example, you have like Summerlin or Henderson or Spring Valley or North Side, I guess, like, but all of these are all areas of Las Vegas. So anyways, needless to say, there are two Walmarts that I have been going to since we moved here. Like one that is about like 1.5 miles in one direction from my house, and one that is maybe like 1.5 miles, 2 miles in the opposite direction from my house. Thing is, the one that is like down near Decatur somewhere, y'all, I cannot stand that Walmart. Like, I feel like it's a ghetto ass Walmart. Like, I don't like going there. It reminds me of, I don't want to say it reminds me of back home, but like even back home, like we had two Walmarts or like two Targets, or there was one that was nicer than the other one, you feel me? So anyways, Hub said that he saw a different Walmart that was in like a shopping center full of stuff. So I just pulled in and turned in, and I'm like, holy shoot, like literally everything is over here. So for starters, this Walmart looks a whole heck of a lot better. Obviously it looks more updated and new. There's like Hallmark over here, and Bed Bath & Beyond, and Ross, and some little like restaurants, and there's a Michael's and an Office Depot. Like, there's tons of stuff in this little center. So it's kind of cool because I actually do need to run to Michael's, and to be perfectly honest, I do need to print some stuff from Office Depot, but I can probably put that off till tomorrow. It's $4.50, so we'll actually see. I might be able to actually like knock everything out right now because everything is like all right here in this space. So that just made me like super hyped. So yay!
Feeling great. Feeling good. Feeling great. I wake up every day feeling good. 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 Everything is as it should be. 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 I wake happy, healthy, well. Happy, healthy, well. Happy, happy. I wake up every day happy, healthy, well. Happy, healthy, well. Happy, healthy, well. I wake up every day feeling good. Every day feeling good. Every day feeling good. Every day I'm feeling great.
This is like super cute, Walmart. Look at this futon, guys. It's only $159. It's like the cutest color of brown. I actually really love that. You know, girls still got it when they ask if you're single. No, sir. No, I'm not. But thank you for the compliment. I ain't even got my face on today, so that was nice.
I got an attitude of gratitude, attitude of gratitude, attitude of gratitude. I got an attitude of gratitude, attitude of gratitude, attitude of gratitude. Look, I'm great. Attitude, I'm great. Of gratitude, I'm great. Attitude, I'm great. Of gratitude, I'm grateful. Attitude, I'm great. Of gratitude, I'm grateful. Attitude, I'm great. Of gratitude. Dance, I'm great. 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 Dance. I'm great. Attitude, I'm great. Of gratitude, I'm great. Attitude, I'm great. Of gratitude, I'm grateful. Attitude, I'm grateful.
So I'm just getting started on dinner now. It's about 7:05, and so the kids are gonna come outside. They want to ride their scooter, so I'm gonna let them play while I repot the plants that I just got. So I got a lavender, a chamomile, and a tomato plant. I'm gonna repot those. And then I have some bean plants and a couple of other plants that need to be swapped around. So the sun is probably gonna be getting ready to go down in like 20 minutes or so. So I'm gonna do my best to probably pot as many of these things as I can before I lose my sunlight. And then if I don't finish, then I can pot the rest of them tomorrow. Okay, so I did not repot the lavender or the chamomile yet, but I got my beans in, I got the basil in, and this little tomato guy I'm gonna take outside. And then I feel like I probably shouldn't have put the basil inside of this ceramic pot because they absorb water a lot, so they're really good probably for like succulents or plants that like don't either require a lot of water or, you know, can handle you know, having the water taken out. But really, like, this basil, it needs to stay sort of like damp because it's still kind of a new plant. So I don't know, I'm hoping that the ceramic pot here for this was not a bad idea, but I may have to repot that later. But these are all set. This is perfect. I like this. It is literally like exactly all that I needed. Was something not super big, something that fit. It's got a drawer, so that's perfect. It can hold my computer, which is great. And then I can also have plenty of space to move my computer if I need to, and set up to do beads right here as well. So I'm going to take these two shelves down. Well, this one anyways. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave this one here or not. I read something somewhere regarding feng shui and how it's not good to have shelves above your like desk or workspace, as it blocks like the flow of abundance or energy or something like that. So we ain't trying to have nothing blocking that flow of abundance. So I don't know. I gotta do a little research about that because I heavily believe that the way that things are placed definitely hold influence. So anyways, this is great though right here. And then there's enough space for me to fit while I'm sitting down because this is a like slanted like little room off of the attic, so to speak. So that side is super duper small. And I've already had a couple of issues with me hitting my head. But that's that side, and then I'll just clean this up, and then I have that over here, and then I brought all my shelves out. So I like the way I did this. Alrighty guys, well that is going to be it for this weekend vlog. I am going to turn around at my new little desk here and get back to work. It is like a little after 9:30 at night. It is Sunday night, so I'm going to spend some time finishing up some stuff, and then I'm probably going to do like a quick little like sound bath or something really like nice and self-care for myself before I finally knock out. Tomorrow's Monday. I think I do have to go into the office tomorrow, especially because I didn't go in last week on Wednesday or Friday. So yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I will catch you guys in the next videos. Bye.